Hey everyone, welcome to another Midnight Quickie. So I was talking to Sarah for a little bit earlier. I asked her if she was free to see the movie tonight. And she didn't quite remember the trailer for this one. So she said, well, I could, but I got kind of a headache today, and we're kind of busy moving some stuff, so there's a lot on my mind. Is it a really heavy, dramatic movie at all? Because I kind of would need something a little light. And I'm like, oh, no, not at all. It's just a movie about race relations in the 1950s with alcoholism and infidelity. It's fine. I didn't say that. I was like, I'll handle this one on my own. This is some heavy-duty drama in this movie. But you did miss out on a pretty great movie. This movie is absolutely fantastic. It's based on a play by August Wilson, and that's what it feels like you're watching. It feels like you are hands down watching a filmed version of a stage play. And I mean that in a good way. I don't mean that as in when we brought up a similar thing in our review for Tyler Perry's A Medea Halloween. This movie deals with a lot of real human drama, but without frat boy zombies turning up halfway through. That would have been really weird. But no, it makes it feel, the performances and everything, even how it's shot, feels like when you're shooting something and setting things up, even locations. There's very little locations in this film. It certainly feels like they just went ahead and filmed a performance of this play, and that does make it a lot more intimate. It does. It makes it a very intimate viewing experience. And Denzel Washington has played this role over 100 times on stage and easily knocks it out of the park. He plays a 53-year-old man named Troy Maxon. Viola Davis plays his wife, Rose. And he at first cuts a very almost tragic figure in that here's a guy who could have had a lot in life, but unfortunately was too old to chase his dreams of playing baseball, which apparently he was really good at. And when he was of a young age to play Major League Baseball, it was at a time when black people weren't allowed to play professional baseball, which has given him kind of a hatred of people not only like Jackie Robinson, but also people like his own son, who he's almost jealous of, the fact that he is given some opportunities to succeed. So now he does what he can to have a roof over his head, provide for his family, and work a garbage man job. And so since life kind of chewed him up and spit him out, especially in this era, he resorts to alcoholism. Infidelity is a hardcore, stern father parenting towards his son. But it does get to a point later on where, and this is what I mean when I say, at first he cuts kind of a tragic figure. Later on, it gets to a point where it's sad. It's sad watching it. It's sad seeing this person who you see at the beginning of the movie working his job and being funny and charming and good with his wife and everything and laughing and having a drink with his friends, to by the end of the movie, he's just resorted to so much shit that it gets to a point you're like, I'm having trouble feeling sorry for you at this point. It does get to a point where I'm like, man, if your kid pops you on the head with a baseball bat, you kind of have it coming, dude. But it's fascinating watching this character study with all three of these performances. The dialogue here is so good. It's so authentic. The performances are intense in this film. This movie has such great monologue, such great back and forth with the dialogue, that it is so intense. It feels just as powerful and chilling as watching like a great action sequence that you would see in a summer blockbuster. I also recommend checking out some footage in which James Earl Jones also starred in the stage adaptation of this play, because holy shit, man, it's fucking scary. And Denzel gets pretty fucking scary in this movie too. But James Earl Jones, you're being yelled at by a stern father in the 1950s who was also fucking Darth Vader. That's some fucking bone-chilling shit. Dramatically speaking, it's one of the most moving films I've seen this year. So if you're in the mood for just a really, really fucking good drama that's an actor's movie. It's all about performances, all about dialogue, all about how great Denzel directs these actors, these great actors in this film, then my God, check it out. Highly recommended.